Whenever I'm planning a trip to Central America, I get a lot of people telling me to be careful, and they're genuinely concerned when they hear I'm not planning on staying at a resort. After a solo trip I took to Guatemala last year, I was hooked. So, my best friend and I decided to go explore El Salvador, a country few people choose to visit because of its reputation for crime and violence. We wanted to see for ourselves if this reputation was warranted, and also go back to Lake Atitlan in Guatemala. So, we booked the cheapest flights to El Salvador we could find, and drove to meet those flights in Newark, about 9 hours from my house in Ontario. Hey Travis. Where are we going?
Let's see. New York.
Yeah.
El Salvador.
Yeah.
And Guatemala.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
So we stopped and got directions because we got a little lost and we were just very iffy, right?
We were in the great town of Warsaw,
Yes.
New York, in case you wanted to know.
So our third time on the same road, and it's like probably what, 30 kilometers? So we got lost on one road.
We spent so much time on that road. And then we came to McDonald's to get some McDonald's.
Got some really shitty coffee, but it is coffee, so I'm not gonna complain.
Nasty here.
And after a couple hours of sleep, I'm actually pretty awake. You know what, I think it'd be alright if we weren't so tired.
I'm very tired. I have been driving for over 13 hours straight, basically.
This is better.
Oh God,
This is my kind of people.
I feel like a new woman.
I feel like a
I'm
big
so
weight has been
happy.
lifted off, yeah.
I love New Jersey. I love New Jersey.
We are here.
We made it.
It's been what, 14, so close to a day?
It's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
A long, long time. But we're here. There's palm trees behind you, Travis. It is, it's about 27 degrees outside right now, and it's nighttime. But it's okay, because we in El Salvador. And our driver slash Airbnb person that we're staying with has gone to get the car.
Yeah.
Super helpfful.
He seems really chill. Really chill, which is nice.
Super chill guy. So,
Yeah, he's cool.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really glad this worked out well. We were gonna try to go to San Salvador. Right?
Yeah, we were gonna try and go to San Salvador.
And
but
then this lady put her mind to good use and decided to hit up the guy the Airbnb that we're staying with the last couple days of our trip.
yeah.
And
He's picking us up at the airport. We're gonna stay at his house the first day, get a nice, good night's sleep, a cold shower. We're pretty sweaty right now. If you can't tell. Yeah.
And that's it. We're kind of too tired to do anything because I can barely talk. I'm surprised.
Travis has been up for like I think 12 hours more than I have, so he's real tired.
We're on almost 2 days here.
Yeah.
Off of maybe like 3 hours of sleep.
Gross. Originally, we had planned on going right to Lake Atitlan in Guatemala bright and early as soon as we woke up on the first day. However, after talking with our Airbnb host about this in the car ride home from the airport, he suggested that it'd be a lot easier to go to Antigua first. There were a lot more buses, a lot more shuttles, and it was just an easier trip. So, we booked a 1 p.m. shuttle and got to explore El Tunco and have our first meal in El Salvador. Excited to try these pupusas.
Yeah. I know. It's the one thing I saw online that I'm like, pupusa.
So weird. How do I know Spanish? Why do I know Spanish? Why am I like this? It took about 6 hours on our shuttle ride to get between El Tunco in El Salvador and Antigua in Guatemala. That did involve a border crossing, which all in all was a very, very easy, straightforward process. Then it was on to Antigua. We arrived just after sundown, walked to our hostel, got settled in, and then wandered around the streets for a little bit to find something to eat. Then we called it an early night and went to bed. Because of the change in our itinerary, we only had half a day to spend in Antigua, but the real beauty of this place is the amazing Spanish colonial architecture that gives the whole town its very distinct look, so we went out to enjoy the beautiful weather and walked around the streets for a bit. You really feel like you've been transported back through time walking around here, and the whole town isn't that big either. You can easily walk across it in 20 or 30 minutes, making sightseeing a breeze. So after our obligatory stop at the Santa Catalina Arch, we decided to head over to the market. Like any good market, this place is as real and visceral as it gets. But that's what makes it fun, and you can find anything you would want here, literally anything. Fruit, bikes, electronics, clothes, anything. And you'll probably get a really good deal too. Just be careful where the edges of this market are. It's a little bit like a maze, and it's very easy to get lost, so just keep mental track of where you are and you should be fine. After just a few short hours in Antigua, it was time to head back to our hostel to meet the shuttle that would be taking us on our 2-ish hour journey to Panajachel on Lake Atitlan, where we would be spending the next couple days. We are in Panajachel. We arrived yesterday on a shuttle from Antigua after we had our little bit of change in plans to our schedule, but we're walking down to the lake and we're gonna see about maybe going to San Pedro today, which is a place I went to last time I was here, and it's a super awesome chill vibe, sort of hippie surfer, not surfer, hippie like yoga people. They're fun. Good juice bar. I want some juice. We just had a really good breakfast, the traditional Guatemalan breakfast of beans and eggs and cheese and plantains, which was really super delicious. And now we're ready to go take on the day. We are down by the lake now, and it is insanely gorgeous. It's a little bit windy, not like super hot, but I'm super comfortable.
Could be a little hotter.
Yeah, Travis likes the heat.
Could be a lot hotter actually.
I'm more comfortable in the mid-20s. He likes the mid-30s apparently, because he is crazy.
Oh, just give me heat.
I know. So we're here right now. Look at this. So beautiful. Volcanoes, boats, lake.
No gracias.
Just beautiful. People selling awesome wood sculptures. So now we're gonna try and find a boat to probably San Pedro.
San Marcos?
San Pedro?
San Pedro, yes.
How much? Boat?
25 quetzal for
20.
each.
Okay.
Okay, let's go.
All right, so we found a boat to San Pedro. And we have arranged a little horseback tour to go kind of through the town and up into some of the really nice vegetation up on the side of the volcano. And
it's a good way to see a lot of the land.
Definitely.
In less time. I never thought I'd be back here again on a horse. But I will say, riding a horse in San Pedro, pretty freaking cool.
One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk by two out the door. There you have magic. One comes around one today. They don't see things the same. Two walk by two out the door. Then you have magic.
We're heading outside the town now, and we're gonna go into a little bit of a jungled area off the side of the volcano and get a really nice panoramic view of the lake. We'll be able to see a bit of a distance, get a nicer view of Panajachel from across the lake. Just finished our wonderful horse adventure. It was super fun. Both of our butts are a little bit sore, but you know, all in a day. Travis is walking with quite a gait in his step.
When your butt is so sore.
It's been a bit since you rode horses, huh?
It has been a long time,
A little bit, yeah. Yeah, I don't think I've ridden a horse since last year when I was here.
But I still got it.
We are back in Pana. We have made it back to Panajachel. We took a boat back from San Pedro, which ended up being really great. On our horseback riding tour, we ended up meeting this really nice family with 3 young boys that actually live in Guatemala. They lived here for 15 years.
Shout out to Kara.
Carrie.
Carrie.
Shout out to Carrie.
Kara.
So we had a great day. We actually got to sit with them on the boat ride home as well, which was wonderful. Had a nice chat. So now we're gonna go back to the house, charge our cameras,
Grab some beers,
grab some sweaters, because it's getting a little chilly and windy out today. And then we're probably gonna wander around the main street, maybe do a little shopping. This is the great thing about traveling. You don't need to have an agenda. You just need to go and experience, and as long as you're having a good time, you're doing it right. Guatemala, you shop for hammocks. Why would you not shop for hammocks while you're in Guatemala? And right now we're having a bit of a trouble deciding between which colors. Travis is an indecisive person.
I just don't know.
We just don't know.
Welcome to my life.
We've decided. We've decided on this delightful brown one. We have just acquired a hammock. Is a new day and a new day of adventures. What we're thinking of doing today is we met somebody in our hostel we stayed at in Antigua that talked about cliff jumping in San Marcos. That's one of the things that Travis is really interested in. Maybe not my cup of tea, but hey, if Travis wants to cliff jump, he go on cliff jump. So we're gonna try and figure that out.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Booked our shuttle to go back to El Tunco tomorrow. We found a really good price. The prices were all over the place. There was one for 400 quetzales, we saw a lot for 300, we found one for 280, and we booked one for 250, so we're pretty pleased with that. We're gonna walk down to the lake now, get a boat to San Marcos. I've never been to San Marcos myself, so it should be really interesting. It's a really, really gorgeous day. It's really clear, it's not too hazy, so we should be able to get some really nice views across the lake of the volcanoes. We have just arrived in San Marcos.
Hola.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás? No, that's not right.
Oh, he tries. He really does.
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
¿Cómo estás?
There you go.
Oh, ¿cómo estás? Ah, sí.
We just arrived in San Marcos, met a lovely couple of Canadians from Quebec on the boat, and now we're gonna go see what we see.
So we just got some directions to the sanctuary that we were trying to find.
Down by the docks where we just were, we walked up a great hill. Great meaning steep. We're getting close to the nature reserve. We've been pointed down this path. This is a beautiful place to walk. Just check out what our view is. Wow. That is not too hard to take, huh? I really like walking in these little back paths like this. It's just peaceful and beautiful. Oh, wow, look at that little path down there.
Want to take a walk?
All right. Why not?
Just trying to find the sanctuary, which is becoming a pretty big hassle, but a beautiful hassle, as you can see. Not as easy as I thought it would be, but
the
it's not bad.
ever
It's not bad.
elusive nature reserve.
Yeah.
The elusive one.
I mean, yeah, we will find it. We will find it. Nature walk with the squad. And by squad, I mean Kate.
We really out here. We rolling in too deep.
Yo, we had the best squad yesterday. You should have saw it.
We really did.
So, yeah, maybe our squad will grow
We can only
throughout
hope.
the day.
We can only hope. It's a little shy of 5 a.m. We're awake.
No, we aren't.
We're not awake. We're existing in a conscious state, but we are not awake. It's really early. Roosters are up, that's for sure. But we're waiting for a shuttle. We booked a shuttle back to the beach in El Salvador. We're really looking forward to it. Travis is really looking forward to it, to get back to the ocean, to the heat, to the beach. It's a really beautiful place, so we're excited. However, it's 5 a.m. and there's no excitement at 5 a.m. Only extreme amounts. Yeah, only tears. Only tears, sorrow. Okay, we're being pretty dramatic, but we're pretty tired right now. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna survive. We're gonna now, we get to take a 7-hour bumpy shuttle. Aren't we lucky? We're so lucky. We're on the shuttle now. Our shuttle driver speaks really good English. He's a good conversationalist. But apparently there's only one other person on this delightful 5 a.m. shuttle to Antigua. We go to Antigua first, about 2 hours away. I'm sure we'll make really good time at this hour in the morning. And then we get dropped off at a cafe, have about a half hour to have some coffee, yes, and use the bathroom, have a little bit of a leg stretch, and then our next shuttle will pick us up from the same cafe to take us to El Tunco. So pretty easy, and as I said before, we got a pretty good price on this. People were asking 400 quetzales and we paid 250. So especially considering we have a pretty empty shuttle and a pretty chill driver, I'd say that that's a really good deal. Yeah?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
It looks like it has a pretty sick CD player too.
Oh yeah.
That's a plus.
We be eyeing his CD player. Do we find our friend?
Bueno.
Bueno? It's bueno.
I hope it doesn't look weird or no.
Well,
Bueno.
you know, if he says it's bueno, who am I to argue? Who am I to argue with the wonderful shuttle driver that I have yet to know his name? That's not grammatically correct, but it's too early for grammar. Well, we made it to Antigua. It is really cold here. We were able to get a pretty nice nap in on the ride. It's about 7:30. It's a little after 7:30 now, so we've got maybe about 25 minutes until our next shuttle comes to pick us up. So we're gonna try and get some coffee and hopefully be awake for the rest of this ride. Now we are out in the street of Antigua.
Again, we're back.
We're back.
We're back for a couple minutes.
Yeah, for like literally like a half hour we're in Antigua. We finished our coffee. We got some espressos, which were delicious. We're at Fernando's Cafe, I think. Fernando's Cafe. They, according to their menu, they roast and produce all of their own coffee, and you can even watch the process from scratch, so says the menu. So that's really cool. Guatemala, good chocolate, good coffee. It's a little cold right now, but we are dealing with it. And now we're out here waiting for our shuttle to take us to El Tunco, where, Lord knows, it's gonna be really, really, really hot. So we won't be complaining about
You got to enjoy the cold.
Yeah, I got
While you can.
I don't like the cold, I just don't like hot. We're waiting for our next shuttle. And we're gonna start the trek to the border, across the border, and then on to El Tunco. So it should be an interesting ride. There's a crazy amount of trucks, you can see. They just go as far as you can see in both directions. I would say it's been about like 10 kilometers of just packed trucks, not moving at all, weaving in and out to kind of make a little headway. So now we are walking across the border, and it's really, really, really hot. But hey, at least we're making faster miles now. Yeah. So I guess this is a new thing. We made it. We are back in El Tunco, back in El Salvador. Travis is super happy. This is where he likes to be, in the super, super hot weather, next to the beach, next to the ocean. So we just got in here, our shuttle just arrived, and we already, strangely enough, saw one of the girls that we met in Antigua. We were talking about coming here again, and she was kind of up in the air about coming. And then she ended up coming, and we ran into her within about a minute of arriving. So hopefully we'll meet up with her later for some drinks. And right now, as we are a little bit weighted down with things, we are gonna go to our Airbnb. We're hoping that the back gate is open because we don't know how to get there the front way. But I mean, we're just gonna go try and figure out how to get in. Put our things down and probably put on our bathing suits and come down and get a dip in the ocean.
Yeah.
Sound good? I think that sounds good. All right, let's go try and find.
Let's hop to it.
Let's get going. I'm wet with sweat. And I'm trying to put sunscreen on, and it's commingling sweat. It's gross. And I just took a shower, and it's all been undone in 10 minutes. I'm like just trying to stand in front of this fan to let my body dry a little bit so that I can exist.
That's what happens when you go through a winter in Canada. Lots and lots and lots of sunscreen.
Well, we're officially at the most beautiful beach I've ever been to, and we're about to go swimming in the Pacific Ocean. Travis forgot his phone was in his pocket.
Still works, hopefully it just stays there.
People are surfing. The waves are massive. Look at the sand.
Those waves are insane.
It's absolutely gorgeous here. The waves are a bit intense. The waves are a bit much. Look at my hair. I completely was underwater. I did like a somersault. I did a somersault underwater. It was violent.
That is hilarious.
And you want to go surfing in this? I'm just like, I support you. I love you. But you're crazy. was our last full day on our trip, and we're kind of sad about it. But we had such a good trip, and this was such a beautiful place to have the end of our trip in. And we still have technically almost 2 days because our flight doesn't leave until tomorrow night. Like, we don't need to head down to the airport until 6 or 7 in the evening. So means that we get to have a nice full day here today, no worries. And then tomorrow, again, most of the day we get to relax and go to the beach and everything. Right now we're heading down to the main little street to get some pupusas, because pupusas are actually everything. We're walking along the beach and we almost have the place to ourselves right now. I think a lot of people are get into the party mode here and wake up hungover and don't want to be up at the hour of 9 a.m. like we are. It's not even early. But yeah, we're at the beach, loving life, going to get some pupusas, and then trying to get a surf lesson for Travis. So we'll see if we can manage that. This is how we spent the majority of our time in El Tunco. We got pupusas, we walked to the beach, we went swimming, we got more pupusas, and we relaxed at our Airbnb house. This was such a cool and unique place to stay, and Travis basically lived in that hammock. Well, we got our delicious breakfast of pupusas, and we found a place for Travis to take surf lessons. So we're gonna do that soon. In the meantime, I have acquired a dog. He's a good boy, huh?
He just wants to be loved.
He just
wants to be loved.
he's followed us quite a way. So yeah, this is my dog now. This is my life. Shouldn't be too hard to take a stray dog from El Salvador into Canada, right?
We are gonna call him Rico.
Yeah, his name is Rico. That's a great name, actually.
I know.
Rico.
That's good, huh?
Hey, Rico. He's like, that's not my name, fool. That's not my name. What's your name? What's your name? Well, we're gonna go get some fruit smoothies because it's pretty warm, and obviously Rico's coming with us because it's my dog. I mean, why wouldn't my dog come with us? So he's leading the way for us to get some smoothies. He never goes too far. He goes up there and then waits for us.
When in doubt, follow Rico.
Yeah, Rico knows the way. Probably our favorite thing about our stay in El Salvador was our amazing Airbnb house. As you can see, it's right on the water and literally just 200 meters from the ocean, meaning we got to enjoy this gorgeous walk to the main strip many times each day. And our host, Eduardo, went above and beyond to make sure we had an awesome time and every little detail was taken care of. Even though we only got to experience a tiny corner of this amazing country, we completely fell in love with it. El Tunco is the perfect place to come and enjoy and just relax. Enjoy the surf, the ocean, the waves, and get away from anything even close to resembling the hustle and bustle of a town or city. The people are wonderful here, and everyone we spoke to was extremely helpful and very tolerant of my very broken Spanish. couple hours. Our last day on our trip. We're about to watch the sunset for our last time. We've come every day to watch the sunset. It's been an awesome trip. We've had a great time. It's been super warm. We've got a lot of sun. We've done a lot of really interesting things. Just had a really good time. That's about it. So one last sunset, and yeah, that's it. That's a wrap. Until next time.
Damn, look at that.
Well, that's David Bowie.
Is it?
Yeah, it's David Bowie.
No way.
Yeah, look at it. Look at the face. It's David Bowie's face.
Oh, I thought you meant like it's his artwork.
No, it's like a picture. It's David Bowie.
Did he do art? Is this something I'm not aware of?
His art was called music.